Welcome back to my latest video, and in this video you'll see me repairing this phone. This is my father's Samsung Galaxy S20 Plus, and as you see at the left bottom corner it has a black dot and the screen doesn't work at the top. So that's the exact thing we are going to replace. Since the screen is much more expensive than a used phone, I decided to order one. This is also a black version, as you see, and I'm going to swap the motherboards and then sell the broken phone for like 50 bucks, and I'm going to actually make some money. As you see, we got a free Apple charger, which was actually great. This phone got a back panel protector, which is a little bit weird because it had no screen protector. So the screen is a little bit scratched, but I didn't really care because the main thing that it's working, and that's the exact thing I'm gonna test right now. So as you see, I'm checking everything and the touch is working. I'm just making sure that every piece is working so that I don't need to return it to the owner. And yeah, it's working, so let's peel off the back protector and also a camera lens protector and finally start repairing the phone. So first and foremost, I removed both of SIM card trays from these phones because I've already made this mistake 2 months ago while repairing my friend's phone, and I almost broke the motherboard trying to take it from the phone. And the funny thing with these phones that they are so old that the adhesive is super weak and I don't even need to use a heater. At this point, I'm just checking the back panel to see which one is better and which to use. And now I need to unscrew around 20 Phillips screws. And by the way, I almost forgot to turn off the newer phone. So let's do that. At first I thought it doesn't have working buttons, but then everything worked perfectly fine. So we got all the screws unscrewed, and now the most important part, to get this plastic panel off without breaking it apart. I'd never disassembled a Samsung Galaxy S20 Plus, so it was a little bit sketchy, so I had to watch a tutorial to make sure I disconnected all the necessary cables. For example, here I almost forgot to disconnect the battery one, but then everything went really smooth. At this point I gotta disconnect all the remaining cables, and I wanted to be extremely cautious with the two black cables because they are the ones of the screen, so they gotta be absolutely perfect or everything will be just useless. So I'm going to unscrew the motherboard, and at this point I wasn't sure how to take it from the body, so I was extremely cautious, but then I watched a tutorial on YouTube and it showed that I need to shake it a little bit and it will come off right away. I didn't really want to apply too much force, so it took me a while. In fact, I could do it much faster, but I needed to make sure that it would be absolutely perfect. So yep, here it is. This is the first motherboard. It has something written on it, but I believe it is an original one. It wasn't refurbished. By the way, then I gotta delete all the fingerprints, but that's for the later. Now I gotta disassemble the other phone. And at this point I forgot to unscrew one single screw that was hidden by the adhesive, so I was about to break the motherboard and the back panel, which would be absolutely fatal because this is my father's phone and that's the most important motherboard. And at this point I just needed to disconnect all the cables, which was extremely easy because I have already done that with another phone, so I had a little bit of confidence. And at this point I had to pry up the motherboard just a little bit and it went off right away. I believe this one was much easier disassemble, and now I gotta assemble a new phone with my father's motherboard and the display that is actually working. And here it is, brand old but still working Samsung Galaxy S20 Plus. I was extremely happy that it turned on, and now I had to make sure it wasn't actually the problem with the motherboard and it was a problem of the screen. And matter of fact, it was, so everything is working fine, and now it's time to assemble the other phone and also finish assembling the father's phone. So we went from this to this. My father's phone is fully functioning, and the other phone I'm going to sell it on eBay for 50 bucks and cover 50% of the cost. And the only thing remaining to do is to insert the SIM card tray, and here we got not functioning display. Thank you for watching. I hope you love this video. Please hit like and subscribe button, and see you in the next video. Peace out.